Let me refresh my page over here and see, because I'm not quite sure I trust this. It crashed 3 times on me.
Let me refresh my page over here and see.
Oh, my camera's been disconnected. What the?
Oh, my camera's been.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm live over there, and there's an echo. Okay.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm live over there, and there's an echo.
And I'm live over here on Twitter. Okay, I'm going to close Twitter. I'm assuming that it's going. I'm supposed to be. I don't know. Maybe I should give Instagram a chance. I shut Instagram off because they were sitting there waiting for me to talk, and I was trying to get this all set up. I know I don't match. I went for like a run in the snow, and I wear this to keep my ears warm. And I'm a mess, so it doesn't matter. This is me. So the two things I wanted to talk about, it's been twirling around in my head, and it keeps coming back. These things that I want to talk about. I feel bad that I don't have Instagram up. Oh, I'll try again. Now you're waiting for me like Instagram was a minute ago. Hi, guys on Instagram. We're trying this again. And I didn't title it, but the title is the same as it was a minute ago. I didn't save it, though, because it was nothing but me screwing around with the software. I'm trying to decide. I have to decide this week which software package I'm going to pay for. This one that I'm using right now is harder to set up, but I have a lifetime deal for it. So I kind of want to make it work, but I'll give it one more try, because it might be that I was switching back and forth between doing lives for me and doing lives for DS Tech. It could be that I was messing with settings so much that it was getting confused. I mean, really, you should have one account for each. Not that you want to know all the techie details, but so, and this is a better deal, but I'll tell you what, if you like streaming software and you like to stream in several places at once, Restream is easier, way easier, because you just add the channels and just go. And this one I have to, for Twitter in particular, I have to add the key and the streaming key and the streaming whatever. Not what I want to talk about. If you need help with technology, feel free. Make sure you get on my list so that you can hire me to help you and coach you through it, because I do that. So what I wanted to talk to you about, which I kept avoiding, I don't know why, was these two things. Are they ruining things for you? And those two things are assumptions and judgment. And it was a couple weeks ago, I got a little fired up about it, and I actually recorded this rant about it, but I deleted it because I was like, oh, I didn't just, I'm not a rant kind of person. I'm a really nice person. But I was upset. I was just upset with how people treat each other. It isn't right. I'm being a little serious tonight, but I wanted to, it was on my heart, and it's popped into my head on my runs. By the way, I told my Facebook Live over here and YouTube Live that I'm wearing, I know it doesn't match my outfit, and my face is kind of ruddy because I went on a run in the snow, and I wear this to cover my ears so that my ears don't get cold. So I'm kind of a mess. Anyway, but this topic keeps popping into my head. It's like, okay, I got to share it. And what I was upset about was people passing judgment on other people when they know nothing about their lives. And when you're younger, especially, it's easy easy to make assumptions and pass judgments on people. And we all do it. Moms, moms are the worst, right? We look at each other and we're like, oh, you should discipline your kid more. You spoil your kid. You should be breastfeeding, and you should be, you should hide that boob and keep it hidden. You shouldn't have it out in public, stuff like they're horrible to each other. And we're all doing the best we can with the tools we have. And we have no right to judge other people. It's not our job. And the example that came into my mind was, I grew up a Catholic, and I've been to many different denominations since, and I'm not a Bible scholar. Okay, I'm not. I know stuff that I read and stuff that I was taught and stuff like that, but I'm not a scholar. But Jesus didn't care what kind of people they were. He hung out with thieves and whores. He hung out with the drudges of society and the lepers even. He didn't pass judgment on these people. He loved these people. So our job is to find the light in each other, not look for flaws and look for the little speck of dust on the beautiful shining soul, right? We have no right. It's not our job. Okay. So there's that. And then there's making assumptions, and making assumptions is, I think, a little destructive, and I've done it before lots of times. And I can probably think of some stories in the past where I've made assumptions and had to go back and eat my words, right? And like, I was wrong. I'm sorry. Many times, right? So we make assumptions. You walk by maybe some ladies and you hear them whispering and you think they're talking about me. So that instantly you have that negative attitude. You have no idea what they're doing. It has nothing to do with you, probably. Right? Don't assume. You don't know. You know what? If you really want to know, go ask. Oh. So assumptions and judgment. That was my little thing on my heart today. I have a webinar to go to, so I don't have very much time to spend with you guys. But I simply wanted to put that out there. And I also wanted to share, I got to find the page because there was a list on this page that was very helpful, and I wanted to share it with you. And I'll put my glasses on so I can see it. So, number 1, don't assume the worst. You know what? I'm going to add to that. Assume the best. Why not? You get to create your own reality, so why not assume the best and not the worst? Don't be shy. Go ahead, speak your mind and ask questions. And I'll add to that too. We have 2 ears, and I know that it's difficult to have the patience because all you can do when you're in a conversation with someone, you're sitting there thinking about what you want to say next, right? And we're thinking about, we got our own stuff going on in our head. But if you just clear that out of your head and make that person, what they're saying, the most important thing in the world to you right at that moment, it can make a huge difference because you will start to see where they're coming from. We all have a lot of baggage. Everybody does. We don't get through life without some bumps and bruises and scars. And some of them are deep scars. And we don't know. So let's keep going. Number 3, if something bothers you, I like talking to you without my glasses on, but I put my glasses on because I can't see the words. So I have to have readers now. Anyway, if something really bothers you, take a look at it. And this is notes to myself too. I actually write this stuff down. I'm like, okay, this is things that Ginny has to work on. So I'm sharing with you exactly the things that I'm working on myself too. But if something is really bothering you, take a look at it. Why is it bothering you? What's the story? There's probably a story in your head or something that happened when you were little or something. There's something that it's triggering, a memory, an emotion. So if something bothers you that much, take a close look at it. That was number 3. Number 4 is be honest with your reality, because sometimes we make our own stories in our own heads. So number 5, curb your expectations of others. A lot of times the expectations we have are really, really hard for people to live up to. And that's the truth. Yeah. I can think of some examples right in my own life right now. Expectations I have of my husband, my kids. My screensaver just came on. Anyway. And I think I'm going to end right there. If you want the rest of them, how many are there? 1, 2, because this is going to take me forever. And I got to write my email to my list and invite everybody to my webinar. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 5 of them, and there are about 5 more. I'm going to keep this page up and I'm going to save it. If you want the rest, it's a checklist of good practices I got from this heartfulnesspath.com blog post. Anyway, helpful stuff. That's what was on my heart. I decided to go live at a random time today instead of just doing my cup of hope at 7 a.m. in the morning. I don't know if I will consistently. I better check my comments over here. Show up for my cup of joe. That hasn't been working out. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just pop up randomly. I'll try to make it for 7 a.m. coffee. All right. Love you. Don't make assumptions. Don't make judgments. And those are notes for me. Take my notes if you want them. Catch you later. I'll stop my live stream.